a lot of times I have the feeling people are just lazy, or you really need to nail it down and tell them. I really don't know. I don't get it. Hey guys, welcome. Before I forget it, let's do the giveaway for one of those music bags. The winner can choose between the fabric one, the leather one. As you know, speakers inside. A lot of scrolling up and down, and the winner is Daniel Costin. So congrats, you can choose one of those two bags. Please DM me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want, and I will send you the backpack. The other one will be a giveaway in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And as you might be able to see, there is some progress happening here in the Studio B, also in the vocal booth, also upstairs. Today was like fully constructing the finer details, so nothing that is really worth capturing on time lapses. So I think today we will just stick to a simple Q&A. First up, how many songs do you have in your DJ library? I actually don't know. I really don't know. Let me just check really quick. I checked the file size of the folder with all of the music. It says 44 gigabytes big. That includes all of my music from back in 2007. Everything before that on vinyl, actually. Who's the biggest DJ producer you've ever met? That's hard to tell. You can choose between Laidback Luke, Robin Schulz, Sven Feth, and Loco Dice. So I can't tell. Like from the ranking at the moment of the DJ Mag Top 100, of course, Robin Schulz, but the other ones are also really big, or were really big at the time. How do you make your track so punchy? There are like millions of factors that go into it, but I'd say choosing the right kick drum and not too much bass in the sub bass and also in the kick, maybe making it a little shorter. This way you can compress it more and bring out again like the fading part of the kick. So yeah, kick sample. I think that's also the number one thing I always replace if I mix something for someone else. Usually just by changing the kick, it improves the track already by 20%, and the rest of the mixing gets so much easier. So really choose the right kicks. If you're interested in my kick samples, as you might know, there's a link in the description to free sample packs. Can I come by and check out your studio? Yes, of course. This place will be available for renting, very, very small price. And I will do an open door day in a month, in 1.5 months. I can't really tell. I still don't know how long it takes to finish all of this. Can I buy some fake promotion followers, reposts for my SoundCloud just to make it seem like I'm starting to get popular and then invest in organic promotion? Or should I buy only organic promotion? Don't invest any money in fake plays, fake likes, follows, subscribes. It doesn't make a lot of sense, because then your profile just looks weird. If I go onto a profile and I see someone having like 5,000-6,000 followers on SoundCloud but only like 10 plays on one of their tracks, it looks way worse than just having less followers. So no one is impressed by those fake numbers. Everyone in the industry knows how to look for those numbers. You see them immediately. I know a guy, he has like a YouTube video with 1.2 million, like a music video, 1.2 million plays, but only 20 subscribers. I mean, that's impossible. And no comments, like I think just 1 or 2 comments saying that it's complete bullshit and that people don't understand why he has so many plays. So just don't. I mean, putting money into getting reposts by other people might be actually worth it, because those reposts just make sure that more people see your song and play it. And this way you might generate new organic fans, which is worth way more than fake followers. Which is your go-to compression plugin other than the Logic compressor? I actually just use the Logic compressor to show you stuff, because it's so easy, understandable, and also everyone has it that uses Logic. I usually use on the master the Waves SSL compressor, And for individual tasks, it really depends. Do you think it's possible to produce and mix on headphones and still get a good mix? Yes, I think yes, it's possible. Depends on the headphones a little, depends on your skill, on your patience, because usually mixing with headphones takes longer, is a lot harder. It's a lot harder to get used to it. It sounds weird because like one ear just hears the sound from the one ear. So deciding for stereo stuff, widening, almost impossible. Also the bass is usually too emphasized, but you're still lacking the feeling of the bass. So I would highly recommend you to try and get your hands on speakers, even if it's a shitty room. It's still better than headphones, but that's my opinion. I know a lot of people that make great mixes with headphones, or they at least, I think they do the songs like the big superstar DJs on the airplane with headphones, and then someone else is mixing it anyways. But just like think about it, there is not a single person on this planet that is a professional mixing engineer and just doing it with headphones. That's not really happening. Yes, it's a tool to like listen closer for noises and clicks and these kind of things, but if you really want to mix, just go with a good speaker setup, a good room, and you're good to go. What's your take on AI? I'm a computer sciences student, also make music, so that's why I'm asking. Very, very interesting. Scary, but also very interesting. I actually just got a new software that uses AI and machine learning to make music for you and help you and doing chords for you and melodies. It's very, very impressive, also very, very complicated. Once I get the hang of it, I will do a video, review it for you and show you what it actually is and what it's doing. Do you see yourself as a TV or movie composer in the future? No. I sometimes do it just for the money, to be honest. It can be interesting, but most of the time you make music for a customer, and I don't like that. I want to be my own boss, do my own thing, just be creative and not ask someone else if it's okay if you make video, movie composing and stuff like that. You always have to change it. You make something, you think it's good, you send it out to the customer and they twist everything around. At the end it's not yours anymore and you're just frustrated. It's no, that's too annoying. That's not why I'm pushing towards like making everything myself. How long do you produce for per day? Usually when I'm not building a studio, I try to get at least 4 to 6 hours of music production per day, even if it's just testing some plugins, having fun, playing around, learning something, because you never stop learning. Will you be selling sample packs? Yes, it's on my to-do list, on my endless to-do list, somewhere in the lower third. So there are more important things coming up first. But I was thinking about doing like a proper sample pack, like a gigabyte big, and like more construction song bits and parts. So I will record here once the vocal booth is done with a singer and a guitar player, me doing the drums, or maybe Leonard playing live drums, so that you actually get all of those stems for a song. You can choose any of those and play around with it. And I will try to make it for free. I don't know yet, but I think that should be possible. Where did you learn how to mix everything right? Basically nowhere. I never had someone in my life that told me how to do things. It's just like sitting in the studio, trying it, listening to it, improving it, analyzing a lot your own songs, listening to it in comparison to other songs. If your song has like 2 or 3 dB too much bass, go into your song and change it. You can't imagine how many times I get songs. People ask me for feedback. I write them my feedback or I Skype with them, and then they just tell me, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And then I'm thinking like, if you already knew what the problems were, why didn't you just change it? I mean, a lot of times I have the feeling people are just lazy, or you really need to nail it down and tell them. I really don't know. I don't get it. Just please, before you ask anyone else for feedback, ask yourself for feedback. Like listen to the song from start to finish 5 times and write down with the seconds, like what you want to change, what is missing, what you want to improve, and then go down this list and like check all of those things and remove them and solve them. and then ask other people for feedback. Because as long as you don't think it's 100%, you won't get a whole lot of input or new input from other people. Thanks a lot for asking your questions on Instagram. Next time, also Instagram stories. That's where you can send me your questions for the next Q&A. And now back to constructing the studio. There is a lot going on.